Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started today, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that share button, all right? Today we're gonna be talking about how to stop being a people pleaser, all right? And I think that when it comes to men, a lot of guys are people pleasers. And I think that when you're trying to be a people pleaser, it's gonna actually slow down your process of being a red pill man. It's gonna slow down your process of being a MGTOW man. Actually, in a lot of cases, going MGTOW is gonna help you not to be a people pleaser, because it's gonna separate you from dating, it's gonna separate you from being too close to people, and it's gonna allow you to figure yourself out. But when you're a people pleaser, you're constantly headed down a dreaded road. So today I'm going to teach you how to become a stronger person, how to recognize things within your body that you may not see now, all right? We're gonna first talk about why you're a people pleaser, the effects of people pleaser, why being a people pleaser keeps you in bad relationships, and then I'm gonna teach you how to fix it and things you need to look for. First, we're gonna talk about why you're a people pleaser and how. Okay, as a people pleaser, you must realize this. You are a professional liar, right? Accept that. All people pleasers are professional liars. The person that's always trying to adjust their emotions to other people's emotions is a professional liar. Because when you adjust your emotions to appease somebody else, you're ignoring how you really feel. And that's what's gonna crutch you in the long run. It's not being brave enough or confident enough to tell people exactly how they feel. So when you're acting like this, you actually confuse people. I'm gonna explain to you why you confuse people. Because you go so long being the people pleaser, adjusting your emotions, that all that animosity that you wanna say builds up. And it builds up, and then one day you snap. And when you snap, everybody is sitting around like, what happened to Johnny? Why is he acting like this? What did people do to him like that? What's going wrong with you? You're gonna want people to understand why you're snapping, but they ain't gonna never understand you because you were never real with them up front. So they're not gonna take you serious. This is the effects of people pleaser, is that when you wanna be serious, they're not gonna accept you being serious because they're so used to you adjusting your emotions and lying, all right? Now, most of this comes from a childhood. All right? In a childhood situation, 9 times out of 10, you had a mom or a dad who was very full of a lot of tense, that got mad really fast. And when they lash out as a little kid, it scared you. And what it does is it demasculates you. A lot of men from single parent homes, especially black men, have been demasculated, and black men became a people pleaser, which is why they date bad women and black women run all over them. When you're a nice guy, it mainly comes from a childhood where your mom or dad was lashing out, and as a child, you were demasculized and you adjust your emotions to make them happy, so it was less tension in the house. This carries on with you throughout your life, and then it puts you in a relationship that you start actually acting like this with your spouse. You start dating people that have the same mindset as your parents that caused you to be a people pleaser. So now you would date a woman that lash out. And then when that woman starts lashing out, you start adjusting your emotions to appease her. That you become so used to doing it, it becomes part of your neurological system. So all you know to do when she lash out, you instantly got to be happy. You give yourself excuse. You cannot be real with her. Because the more you try to be real with her, the more tension she's probably going to have. At least that's what you think. But in a lot of cases, being honest may stop a lot of that. So when you're in a bad relationship and you want to get out because you're scared to get out. Let me explain to you why you're scared to get out. Because you're scared that if you leave the relationship, the next person that they date is going to treat them bad because you've been adjusting your emotions so much to treat them good that you think that they need you now. Now you're like, man, this person needs me because I adjust my emotions to make them happy. No one else knows how to treat them the way I treat them, so I'm gonna stay in this bad relationship, because if I leave this bad relationship, then the person I'm adjusting my emotions to is going to fail. They're going to be hurt and they're going to fall. But as long as I'm here helping them build up, then they're going to become a better person. No, you got to stop doing that. And I'm going to explain to you how you fix this, all right? The one way that you fix this first, you must realize this. Your confidence and your insecurity levels are really low. That's why you're doing it. You do not believe in yourself. Your confidence level is really, really, really low. What you have to do to get your confidence up, you must face the facts. You have to look in the mirror. You have to understand that these type of things are actually crutching you. So what you want to do is stop being irrational about things. Stop coming to a conclusion to a situation without actually seeing how it plays out. That's what you're scared of. You're scared if you speak the truth, someone's gonna tell you something back that you don't wanna hear and hurt your feelings. That's how it is. It's like, oh, I wanna tell that person they got a stain on their shirt, but I'm scared they're gonna lash out me. I wanna tell that person that they're doing something bad for them, but if I tell them the truth, they're gonna lash out at me. So I'm gonna be quiet and adjust my emotions to them because I'm scared exactly what they're gonna say to me. You must learn to be more confident and not jump to conclusions as fast. A lot of people out there are waiting for somebody to tell them the truth. A lot of people that jump to conclusion and lash out, they're doing it because a people pleaser is allowing them to do it. There's no one there to call them on their fault. So as a people pleaser, learn to be brutally honest with somebody because they may not lash out the way that you think that they're going to lash out. All right, the next thing, all right? You want to tell the truth, but you're scared. All right, what you have to do is learn to tell the truth in a questionable form. Like for instance, if you want to tell a person or a woman, you look fat in that dress, don't say you look fat in that dress. You know what you say? How you think that dress looks on you? Ask the question. What you want to say to somebody, don't say it directly. Like, don't tell somebody like, hey man, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that. Say, hey, how do you feel about doing that? Do you think that's right or wrong? See, when you just give a suggestion to someone, they get defensive. But if you ask somebody a question, it forces them to think and respond. So learn not to just say something to somebody. Learn to ask them what you want to say to them. Asking somebody and being direct is two different things. When your confidence is low, you have to learn to get your word out that's going to be better for your emotions. For it to be better for your emotions, you need to learn to ask what you want to say to a person. Instead of saying, hey man, you shouldn't be smoking weed or you shouldn't be doing this. Say, do you think you should be doing that? Do you think you should be acting like this? Do you think you should be telling that person that? Do you think this? Learn to put the word do you think and then put what you want to say to them. And trust me, you'll become way more open and way more confident to getting your word out. Next, get rid of your imaginary audience. When I say get rid of your imaginary audience, that means stop thinking that everywhere you go, everybody's looking at you. Everybody's paying attention to what you say. Everybody is paying attention to your insecurity. No, that's your imaginary audience, because the same people you think are thinking about you and ready to make a suggestion about you, they feel the same way about you. They think that you're judging them the same way you think that they're judging you. You must get rid of that imaginary audience and realize, like, no, you're just as insecure as everybody else. Those dark secrets that you're scared to talk about, they're scared to talk about. So you need to get rid of the imaginary audience, because that's what's holding you back. Your fear of what people are gonna say about you. Stop being irrational about that. Stop jumping to conclusions. Oh, everybody say that. Oh man, I don't wanna do that. I'm stupid, y'all. Oh, I can't do that. That's what people pleasers do. They're always thinking of something negative to keep them from being honest with themselves or honest with somebody else because of their imaginary audience or what they think the masses is gonna think about them. You must learn to not do that. Next, learn to understand yourself. This is important. You must know who you are. Once you know who you are, then you know how to talk. You know how to react. Once you know who you are, you'll know exactly how to get rid of the right people in your life. Get rid of the wrong people in your life and bring the right ones in that's going to allow you to be honest. Like, for instance, I'm a very red pill, blunt talking person. So the average person that gets around me feel like they can't be honest because I'm so brutally honest. But they'll go around people that's more insecure than them, and they'll be the leader to them as I am to them. You feel what I'm saying? So what you have to understand in that situation is because they know who they are. They know exactly who they can talk to. They know exactly who they can't talk to. Once you understand your audience, or you understand yourself and the audience that's going to be around you, it will help you to be more brutally honest. The more brutally honest you become, the less of a people pleaser you're going to be. You must understand this about a people pleaser. Don't nobody care about you. Nobody cares about your emotions. The more you try to appease everybody else, the more you're going to become a little puppet master within their tool, where they're going to be using your emotions as leverage to get what they want. So you must learn who you are now, learn to stand your ground, and learn to be honest as to what you want to do, and learn to tell somebody, I don't like that. I don't like you. I don't like this. And watch how your life change, and you'll stop being a people pleaser. This is Anthony Spade. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm just getting started. I got so much coming. It is unreal. Hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.